And whilst I'm getting ready, come on in. Come on in. Let me welcome you here into the space of me giving you the insight tips I give to my clients and my prospects. And if you're new to me, I'm Jali, clairvoyant prosperity and energy mentor. And what I do is helping you to use intuition and energy tools to align your vibrations so that the business you either have or you're going to have is going to feel yummy, and most importantly, it makes way more than you could imagine in ease. So I never thought you could actually make money in ease, and I do have to admit, until now, I still have to use the calming mindset tools I teach others to calm down my own mind when I go through new steps in my business, like introducing new courses or taking clients from countries that I didn't before. Like recently I started taking clients from the Netherlands in Dutch, and then the human mind goes freaking out. Welcome, come on in. So today we are based on loads of messages I've been getting after the 7-day prosperity mindset challenge, and if you still want access to that, I allow it to newbies as well. You just need to comment challenge L or send me a message on Instagram that's a challenge. And after the prosperity mindset challenge, when I teach tools that help to increase the energy vibration so it's easy for you to step into the mindset that you can have money and you can have a business that makes money. For some reason we have this idea that it's not possible for us from the human programming at home or at school, or maybe in your country. Lots of people are in poverty. So the people who either have businesses or have a business idea they want to launch and are still afraid have been messaging me, and I've been basically coming down with the same, I think it's 8 steps. So I've put them down today, and these steps I have used myself before and my clients have used them before. So let me run you through them, and then of course you can send me messages about, actually not of course, I'm opening my messages, I don't always open them, about it, what step you are at, which one is difficult, and I will give you as much as I can in the half an hour I have booked for this. I had to find a cool place to do this. I showed you a little at the beginning. There's a hotel in a wine city in the Czech Republic of Mikulov, where I had to find it because I'm staying on a farm. And I don't know how about you guys, but I don't stay in the countryside really often. So I forgot the internet doesn't work too well there. And I've been so blessed just with the mindset of like things can happen for me and I can fix things, that I found this place really good energy. You know, this place like where you enter and you're like, so this is what it's like here. So let's have a look at the steps on how to launch your either new business or upgrade the one you have in energy alignment. And why energy alignment? Let me tell you a bit about my story. So I've always been an entrepreneur from, oh my God, the age of 17. It wasn't even legal yet. And I was already working as an entrepreneur. But back then, as most of us, I would be working my ass off. I'll be working at crazy hours to make the money I wanted to pay for the courses I wanted to. I've always been a nerd. I always wanted to pay extra for education and traveling and then food. I've never been too much into clothes, even though I like to dress pretty, but I never wanted to invest into it too much. And I never realized until, let me think, it was probably 12 years after I started businesses, that you don't need to be working your ass off. Actually, working more is not going to make you richer, it's not going to make you happier, and it's definitely going to make you someone who doesn't deliver what you're delivering in the full potential. And the way I like to compare it is to a mother who has slept, so then she's way more loving, she feels more sexy for the partner, she's happy to play with the kid, or she's exhausted because she hasn't got help, or she has arranged her agenda the way she has arranged it, and then she's not so happy to play, right? She doesn't feel so sexy, she feels bloody tired. And I'm not a mother, so I can't really vouch for how it works in motherhood, but I know in business you can arrange it in a way that you feel relaxed and energy aligned. I don't say every day it's like that, but the energy alignment, you feeling happy about your hours, happy about the customers, the clients you have chosen, and the thing you do or adjusting how you do it is what brings this energy up into this yumminess. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm looking forward to what I'm doing. Like when you're doing it, when you are about your daily activities, maybe arranging your agenda, maybe preparing who you're going to be talking to, you feel this peace within you. So that is the high vibration that brings more money in and that brings your happiness. And with that, you can actually work few hours because you're able to bring up your value because you're giving so much just when being present. So that's what I realized only 12 years after having run businesses. By then I had run 2 businesses really successfully. They were making, or from money perspective, from how people knew me. I had clients from Google employees and from the Czech National Bank and European Bank and Gerland and you name it. And I was making so much money. I could pay for all kinds of courses. I could even buy a fancy handbag or 2. I could do all the travels I wanted and support my mom's lifestyle. And then I realized I was working my ass off. And also I realized the clients I was helping were using my advice smarter than me. They were actually taking it way deeper whilst I was using it for them, and for me I was still running the business in my hustle mode. So I decided to take my own advice and slow down and use the energy tools that I had been using for them, because I was using it for not only business but also mind alignment, relationship alignment, just for business. And from business to let it spread to everything else, because most of us, I don't know how about you guys, but most of us have loads of focus on the job we have. So if most of your weekly hours or mindset attention is on your job, then guess what? If it aligns, it will actually spread out like a river with extra branches to all your other areas of life. So that's where the journey took me to just focus on the women with business alignment. And that way I've seen that I've helped them triple their incomes, have them work less, and the same happened to me. And I want it for you as well. So let's have a look at the steps that I have been sharing with people that have been messaging me with me. And of course, we can go way, way deeper with them, but let me give you as much as I can in the half an hour we have here. So I have a little cheat sheet. And at one point, my mom will pop in here to take a little B-roll, like a little video of me doing this. Because, you know, that's another manifestation that I can just like in a strange city pop up with a little station and do a live. I used to commute to my clients and I used to carry books and notebooks and stuff. And now I just can carry the phone and the holder and the headphones and my lipstick. All right, so actually let's close our eyes for that so that you see it with me. Because the mindset alignment, your energy alignment goes a lot by you being able to go back into the world that's within you. And when we don't do that, then we keep getting influenced by the world around us and by comparing ourselves, how hard other people work, how quick they got to their vision. And that's not really making us go fast and making us stress and go slower. So it's really important that every day, maybe a few times a day, we go inwards, whether with eyes open or closed. At least once a day you do a meditation. That's the chemistry that goes creating your high vibration, your meditations, your moving, your exercise, your food, also the people that you have around you. So let's go for a few seconds inwards so that we set the environment for that too. So close your eyes there for a second. If you're driving, please do this later and just listen to me. And let's take a nice deep breath through the nose into the center of the head and see light there as you pause with your breath and out mouth. There you go. And seeing the bright light you are as if you are a calm bulb that can shine all around you. Please feel the connection to the earth and there's a gravitational pull that you have to your buttocks. And be aware that you are in a body, and you're super, super lucky to be in a body actually. You're an energy being that has taken a body, and the body experience is just a fraction of what everything is possible for you. And one of your tasks is to awaken to that, to realize that the bodily experience can be very deceiving. It's very beautiful, but it can also make you feel very limited, and you are not limited. And with that, feel the physical limits of the body. That's the skin all the way to the fingertips, the arms. There's the outer border of the body. And there you go, beautiful. And also zoom out from all your worries, even though you don't want to tell them they don't exist, your reality doesn't exist. Zoom out and see how little and unimportant they are, and how big your possibility and your vision is. And if it's hard for you to see, please see yourself through my eyes. I see you as an infinite, everything is possible, loved and supported being of light. And I see you as everything is happening for you. Everything, even that extra energy bill or repair bill, all that is happening for you. And if you don't know why that is the best thing that could be happening to you right now, please take the leap of faith and believe with me that it is. For from this place, you create the high vibrations, and more opportunities, more openings, more flooding of love and prosperity can come to you. And with that, feel how you're relaxing, even if there is some resistance from inside out, how there is peace coming from inside, and you're emitting it on the outside. And as you're emitting the peace onto the outside, you're attracting more and more to you, which really is one of the biggest tricks, to be nurturing the peace within you and knowing that it's all flowing towards you from the peace within you. See your big vision and see it bigger, see the way Jolly sees it, way bigger than you would allow yourself, maybe. Unless you have been working with me or someone like me for a while. You probably still have the human limitation you give yourself, so don't. There we go, beautiful. And with that, please feel the gold nourishment around you, the universe loving you, me loving you, all my guides, all your guides loving you, whether you believe in them or not, they're there. There's little tingles every now you feel, the calm, the love, the heat waves, the cold waves, you can't explain. And with that, very, very gently, come on back, first looking at something around you, not taking it for granted. And then looking somewhere at your body, appreciating your body is there. And only then, fully reconnecting to the screen. If you're with me live, you can also comment how that was, if you got any insight. And let me tell you, this is something I do every day. Let me just take a little screenshot here. This is something I do every day, continuously connecting to the peace within me and realizing that we are all light, and the human perception is illusion, or we call it in Vedic studies Maya, and there is way more that is possible from that perspective. So let's go and have a look at the steps there. If you are live with me and you have questions, you can be dropping them here in the comments. Or if you're not live with me, you can pop into my Instagram messages and ask me questions later. If you are in the WhatsApp group of the challenge, then you can find my number there as well, and those people can actually message me on WhatsApp too. So I'll close my eyes a few times as we do this, because I'll be tuning into the general vibe of who's connecting here and how I would do it for my client of these times, for me. If I wanted to redo everything I have done to triple my income and to feel it's yummy and not to work so many hours. I used to work up to 12 hours, sometimes more a day. And now I work about 5 because I know that's my energy alignment right now. And for you, it doesn't have to be 5 hours, but it's probably less than you intend or work right now, because we have this tendency to be compensating. So first, we create step 1 is we go creating the vision where you work in a business that can make you more than enough money. So whether you already have the business or you have vision for that, you want to verify that the business is something you feel happy to do. It's really important. We often don't do that. We don't do it with workplaces, we don't do it with partners, we don't do it with flats. It's so weird, and we let alone don't do it with business. So sometimes I work people who work in the corporate world still, and they have a side business, and maybe they're switching the corporate world or the corporate companies so that they can work the hours they want on their business, right? So it goes adjusting. And what they often don't even afford themselves to do is to go and browse the office they want to enter. It just goes showing how little, we go checking how we feel somewhere and whether the vibrations we can be in. They don't go checking it. They don't go talking to the team members. They don't go asking, hey, can I talk to the team members? And the same it goes. Think about buying a house or renting a flat. So ideally, you would want to, hello Bubble, Yolandi, Radha, Marcia. You ideally would want to sleep in that place a night or two so that you feel the vibe of it. But we don't do that, right? Like you go for a viewing 1 or 2, 3 times, and then you buy the place or rent the place, and that's it. And then you live there for 5, 10, 15 years. Isn't that super weird? And the same we may do when we are leaving a relationship or entering a relationship. Okay, relationship, you probably go testing it a little, but when you go leaving it, like you don't go first testing like where you're leaving for, the flat that you're moving into. You don't go really testing, you just go like, I'm leaving. Also people do that. So we should go and test how the business we are building feels for us. Like does it feel happy? And if you already have one, so what would you need if nothing mattered? If it didn't matter that you would be making less money, that there wouldn't be as many people asking for your services right now, so what would you do differently so that the business would feel better? And these two pieces of the puzzle can feel contradictory, because on the one hand you want a business that has demand. So I would never recommend you to open a business that wouldn't have audience to buy, that would be buying it. But at the same time, you want to have a business that works for you, not that you are constantly adjusting to, that you're dying for. You're not even working for it, you're dying. You're dying in there. So you do need to keep that in mind, that you actually have willpower and you have energy willpower to be changing, even if it can't be immediate. It can be a vision that you are going towards. So let me give you an example. So Bubble over here, who just joined, she has a physiotherapeutic business. And she has a few people working there. Bubble, I hope you don't mind me mentioning that. And they work super hard and they have really good demand. They work crazy hours, and the people love them. But Bubble, as running it, feels like she needs to be there all the time. She needs to be managing the business, and she doesn't take time off. And it doesn't really make her super fresh and happy, right? So how would we change the setup of the business? Probably get help, probably change the hours, probably say no to some clients, maybe increase the prices if we have such high demand, right? So that when I come home, I don't feel like I give everything to the business life. Because even though your business nourishes, when you do it right, it nourishes the whole world in a ripple effect. You still want it to nourish you. And when you come back home, whether you have a family or not, you still want to be a valuable person for you and the others. So that's where the vision starts. So the vision starts from you being happy in there and from you doing a business that can get people buying from it. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, good. Now, the second thing I use with my clients to get them to rock it, and let me tell you, like, you know, it's not overnight, right? Like, it usually takes weeks and months. Sometimes it takes a couple of years for them to really get into the full vision. And it's okay, because, you know, you can't grow a kid in a year. You don't grow a steady relationship in a few weeks, right? Like, even though it can feel super strong, it probably takes 2 years to feel with a partner, like, you know, that you can really be bonded forever. And the same, it's probably with your house, your flat. So, you guys, can you hear me okay? Does it sound okay? Tell me about that. I can actually take this one out as well. I can put it even closer. I'm not sitting completely close to the camera so that you can see. Oh, there's loads of light. Maybe you want to turn up your display. There's a lot of light here. Thank you. Yeah, actually the people here turned up the light of the restaurant. It's a restaurant setup. They kept open after the closing hours for me. Yeah, so to be able to run all the steps that I'm going to tell you, the magic that I have been using and my clients use is the energy tools. And they are not really complicated, but they need to be part of your daily and life practice so that you feel them. It's a bit like going to the gym or eating right? You can't just go once. You do need to keep up your steady routine. If you eat well 6 days a week, you feel a huge difference than if you eat just like, well, 1 day a week. So the tools that I give to my clients, and I go reviewing it, but by just introducing it, even if you don't know exactly the best way, breathwork, grounding, meditation, and energy protection, so we just the basic ones, you go feeling way more calmer in the body. Let me give you an example. So yesterday, my mom just came to take the B-roll. Hello! And my dog. All right, let me give her the other phone to do this, and let me just check what the next step is. There we go. Let me just tell her what to do. Zkus to takhle, že jdeš od tamhle tuď a pak tady sedíme jako a prostě jenom točíš. So, to be able to, yeah, in the morning today, so me and my mom both meditate and do breath work in the morning, but yeah, let me have a look, Yolandi. I will have a look at that, like, once I go through some of the steps. Yeah, please stay here. Anyone who has questions, stay here, and I will answer them. So yeah, we moved to the farm a couple days ago, and it's been a strange setup for us because there's like a staircase for the dog. He doesn't want to go up it. Well, you know, I'll spare you the details, like, you know, it's been a bit weird. So we skipped the meditation yesterday. And let me tell you what, both of us felt more tired. We were kind of like picking at each other a little more. And today, even though it was super hot, we did breath work and meditated in the morning. And even though, like, it's been super hot and humid here, so I don't know how about you guys, but I get affected by that. And despite of that, we've been super nice to each other, and like the whole day felt calm. And that's how I can run the business easier too, right? If I wake up and I don't calm down the system, and on the top of that, the environment is a little tricky, then of course I'm going to run my business worse. I'm going to not give to my clients all the potential. So that's why the energy tools are really important. And the energy tools I give to people are basically upgraded meditation tools that you would have had in the Vedic system. So let's have a look at the next step, all right? So this is your second step. So the first step is your vision. The vision wants to be aligned with what both you want and you can sell well. Your second step is your energy tools, using them every day. And your third step is reverse engineering. And now this is something really tricky for the human mind. Reverse engineering of how much you want to make and how few hours you want to be working. So let me give you an example. I was starting the last business with $3,000 a month. I was making $3,000 a month. And I knew that to be in my full potential, I'm making at least 11,000 a month. So then I had to calculate how much that is a year, how many days a year I'm not working. And with that, I had to tune in, is where the energy comes, right? So this first part is business. That's where the magic happens when you join the two. And the second, you go tuning into how many hours a day does it feel good for me to be working, to be giving. And from that, you can calculate how many hours a day, a week that works out. Does it make sense? And from that, you're creating the vision plan. So say if you have a product, if you have a course, so you know from that how much of that you want to be selling a month, you want to be selling a day, you want to be selling a year. And once you have that reverse engineer vision, your energy goes towards that. For where your focus goes, your energy grows. If you don't really have that vision, if you are working in reactive mode all the time, then you can't really be creating and building towards that. It's a bit like seeing a mountain when you're hiking and thinking like, I don't really need to get there. Well, will you get there then if you decide like halfway, like it's too hard, I'm going back. Or let's say, let's like sleep here and let's see if someone carries us there. Now you always want to enjoy both the path, but see the mountain in front of you and go like, yeah, I'm going towards the mountain. I'm going there. This is the utter goal. So that's your third step. How's it feel? Does it make sense? Let me know if you're with me live. Now, if you're not with me live, you can send me a question about that. And let me open my cheat sheet here. All right, so we got the vision aligned with feeling good. You're working, feeling good. You can make money from what you are offering. Now you're working with your energy tools, you're meditating every day, you're grounding every day. Now, then you go reverse engineering the services and the hours, or the products and the hours. And then, if you haven't done that yet, and most of us haven't done that yet, because it's a new world, actually, it's always worked, but like in the world where there are more and more offers, which I want you to look at it right. I want you to look at it like it's a good thing. It means like there is loads of people buying things, loads of online space where you can make money, where you can be traveling and making money like me right now. So from this space, you want to be able to voice to your customers why the heck it's worth buying something from you. You want to create the reason why it's worth it. And you usually go explaining that you resolve something. So what I resolve, to give you an example, is giving people energy tools and intuition so that their business feels light and they can make more money and working less time. That's the end result, right? The energy alignment is a tool and the end result is, okay, I know what to do now. It feels easy and oh wow, okay, it's making more money and you're working less. Okay, so you want to learn how to do that, and me being actually I'm a trained linguist and a communication coach, so that's something I help the clients with as well. Now from this energy, you go attracting new clients. So once you're in there confidently and happily, you go actually attracting new clients. And then new ideas come to you. How the heck you are attracting new clients? And the next trick that most of us really need to align with is creating new collaborations, because through collaborations you go bringing more contacts in. If people don't know about you, how can they buy things from you? So, and that's easy to do when you feel comfortable in the body, you feel comfortable in what you're doing, and then the ideas just go popping to you and you don't feel this kind of excuse like, oh wait a second, no, I shouldn't contact them today. Because the human mind often finds, actually it's always looking for excuses why you shouldn't do the good thing, the next progress thing, because it's afraid that your progress is going to somehow endanger your life. But that's kind of old cave programming, and your job is to step out of that. And throughout the whole process, being the last step I'll mention here, you want to be calming down this human mind that is afraid that the next step is going to bloody kill you. And that's where it's really good to have a guide for, and to have a community for, that you see that's doing it as well. And it's completely normal to be constantly stepping into the new unknowns. So let me sum it up for you. So first you go stepping into the vision. You allow yourself to have the big vision of how you want your business to look. And naturally, when you have a guide, it's easier to do. And you want to make sure that you are in a business that sells, right? If you come up with something that there is no audience for, so that could be really difficult. But do not focus on what is difficult. Always focus on what is possible for you. Now, your second bit is working daily with your meditation, your energy tools, your protections, your grounding, because that keeps bringing you to the high vibrations. Naturally, being in a community or having a guide for that makes it way easier, because say if you see more people working out around, you're like, okay, I'll go to the gym because all of them go, right? If all of them are eating salad every day, then okay, I'll probably eat salad every day too. Like, it looks like they're happy with that. So you do that too. Then your step 3 is reverse engineering how much in the high vibration, in the happy life you are going to be making, and how few hours a day you're going to be working, and aligning with that the services or the products that you have. And then you start walking towards that. And from that, you are learning and aligning the language so that the people that are buying from you can understand what value you have for them. And that will give you ideas on how to attract clients, depending like if you're online, offline. Either way, your business should always be online as well, even if it's a high street business, because then otherwise you're leaving money on the table. People don't see you online, but you don't need to be there all the time. So if you are a doula or you have a shop with something. And from that, you create new collaborations. Now, these steps don't have to go all one after another, but you definitely want to do all of them because they're magical. And throughout the time, you want to be working on calming down your system. And that's where it's really good to have a community, to have a guide. All right, how does it sound? Let me have a look what the questions here have been. I can't see how things become possible. Yeah, you don't want to worry about that. You want to kind of tell yourself it is possible. You want to be telling yourself all is possible, being amused that your mind wants to get stuck on, I don't see how things can be possible for me. And if you don't feel the good vibrations yet, I know, yeah, Yolanda, in your case, you started with this work just recently. It's okay. You know, it's like the muscle. You will see it after a while. But just know it's happening for you. And just keep at the work. Let's see, is there any other question here? Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'll leave you with this. So you guys, I'll be opening a course that actually goes having all these steps in it. We go both working in it together in the classes, and then there's a project that I go personally overseeing for everyone's business steps. So either if you have the business, I go reviewing the steps. If you don't have one, then I go reviewing the new stuff. I also have an energy assistant who goes checking all the energy steps that you go making on the way. So we go merging those two magical things, the business that's upgraded and the high vibrational energy with it, according to what works for you. So finally it's about you. And if you want to know more about the course, it'll be starting in about 2 weeks, and you can comment business and I'm going to send you more information there. I would love to see you there. I still have a few spots, and there are some bonuses included there as well. And because I'm first time running this course in the format it is, it's way cheaper than it's going to be in the future. Don't tell anyone. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for connecting. Let me take a little screenshot of who else has connected here. And I hope this has helped you. It has put you onto the path like it's possible. There are steps that work. And let me tell you that for me, it's been a life changer. For all the clients I've been with, it's been a life changer. They would go from, you know, like overworked, dry skin, becoming heavy, to happy and easy.